beat you down. You got your ankle broke, and you still talking about if it wasn't for your ankle, you'd have beat him. No, you wouldn't. No, you can't. You cannot. Because what Conor has turned into Ronda Rousey, Skip, because she didn't evolve. Amanda Nunes, Holly Holmes, those women evolved. Conor is just a striker. Poirier can wrestle, he can strike, he got a ground game, he can do all the things. All Conor can do is strike. And once you neutralize that, what is he? He's a sitting duck. The inactivity, the money that he's made, is the desire still there? Because, Skip, the difference between that sport and any other sport, when I trained for football, I didn't have to worry about getting tackled.
No.
I ain't worried about no blindside hits. When you go fight that, Skip, you still worry about your sparring partners. They're still trying to kick you. They're still trying to punch you in your face. Bruh, I get it. And Dana's going to probably make a fourth fight because he's box office.
Sure.
He's box office. But Skip, he ain't the fighter those guys are anymore. He hadn't been for a very, very long time. And it's painfully obvious to the real UFC people that he's not the same. He doesn't have the same ferocity. It's hard to have that ferocity when you got $350 million in your bank account, Skip. Dustin Poirier don't have that. He trying to get it. Now, he ain't going to get it just fight, obviously. But, Skip, these guys don't fear Conor. He do all that talking, and they run through him. He's never going to be the same. Skip, he was barely top 10. I mean, you have to go, he's not a top 10 fighter anymore, Skip. He's not. He was not going to be top 5, even if he beat Poirier with the list of names that I gave you on Friday. But, Skip, he done. I mean, yeah, he going to draw big crowds, Skip. It's just like Tyson. People going to line up because, only thing with Tyson wasn't doing it, wasn't selling the fight. You know he's going to come to fight, go get people out of there. Conor can convince people, I'm going to knock him. I'm going to walk him like a dog, man. No, you're not. You got Skip. You see that man had him on the ground, forearming him, and hitting him all in his face, elbowing him in his face. Conor bleeding left and right, out of his ear. That was the first round, bro. And what you thought you was going to do? It's over, Conor, bro. It's over.
So, as everyone out there knows, I have loved me some Conor McGregor.
Yes.
He is as entertaining a sports performer as I have ever seen in any sport.
Yes.
Pre-fight and during fights.
Yes.
But Saturday night, I cannot tell a lie, that was the beginning of the end, if not the end.
Yes.
Because I would have given him a less than 0 chance of winning that fight if it had continued. And for the record, one of the great referees, Herb Dean, was about to stop it at that moment when his leg broke. And it snapped. I'm talking about tibia and fibula.
Yes.
Snapped. So what did I see in the biggest picture? I saw Conor come out desperate and resort to a bizarre kicking strategy, which is not Conor McGregor, because that's how Poirier had softened him up in the previous fight last January. So I'm going to kick. And there was one kick early in the fight that when it wasn't like he checked it, Poirier, but it was up like thigh high. And Poirier immediately points to his leg like, I think your leg just cracked, because I heard that. And he said after the fight, I heard something crack. So maybe that was the beginning of the end right there. So then, second desperate move is, as Conor goes to the ground, he goes complete desperate for the guillotine. He tries to guillotine him, and Poirier's like, I got this. And he just sort of crawls up the side of the cage and gets on top of it. And once he got on top, he inflicted some horrible damage. He was pummeling and pounding Conor on the ground. Hence, ears bleeding. And what to me happened was that Poirier now hates Conor so deeply badly.
The man talking about his wife, what you expect?
I got it, but I'm going to get to that in just a second. But he had him and could have finished him on the ground. And I believe Poirier is such a man. He jumped back up and said, you get up, because I'm going to finish you face to face on our feet. I'm going to beat you at your own game and finish you off, because I'm going to knock the living you-know-what out of you right before the world to see, right here, right now. And they go in and kind of trade blows and missed, and the leg buckled. Well, I don't want to see anybody have to endure that kind of pain and that kind of injury. So I am very sorry that that happened. But I'm also here to say it took Conor off the hook a little bit. You know, it actually saved him from more disgrace, because he was about to get shredded and absolutely annihilated. And he's sitting down screaming, Dr. Stoppage, because he didn't want it on his record that it was going to be stopped.
Yeah.
But Herb Dean, for a second, was moving in like, I got to stop this, I got to stop this. And then, well, he had no choice because his leg broke.
Right.
Okay, so we get that. Then Poirier immediately unleashes on Conor in the ring in the post-fight interview, and I didn't see that coming. I got it. He did insult his wife before, but half the time it goes in one ear and out the other because that's just Conor. He insulted Floyd racially, remember, before the
But you remember how it got out of hand with Khabib. And remember, Khabib ends up going over the cage.
That went into religion and wife.
Right. So you would have thought, he's like, you know what? Oh, okay, the fight's over with. Hey, you got me. I broke my ankle. Leave that alone. But you're going to call the man wife out of her name, and what you expect that man to do?
Yeah.
So I hope they do fight again, because I think he took the easy way out, because the doctor stoppage actually saved him from a real ass whipping.
It did. Well, I think he got his ass whipped already, but it saved him from real disgrace.
Yes.
Or real punishment.
Skip, it's gotten to the point now, we saw it with Khabib, we saw it with Poirier. They're willing to stand toe-to-toe with Conor. Nobody would have ever done that. Alvarez, Aldo, all of them tried it, and boom, out of there. As a matter of fact, I think Conor got the fastest knockout in title fight history, what he did to Aldo. And so now Poirier's like, bro, I don't fear you. I trade with you. Walked him down.
And Conor, early in the fight, he landed a couple.
He did.
But Poirier didn't.
Poirier kept coming like, give me another one of them. As a matter of fact, give me two, give me a double.
Right. So I loved what Poirier said after the fight. He said, yeah, we're going to fight again, either in the cage or on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
That's how deep the hatred ran that I didn't see coming. It was Khabib-like. It's not quite to that level, but he called him a dirtbag right after. and for me, as entertaining as I've found Conor pre-fights and post-fights in the past, this went to disgusting to me. This went completely over the edge into unwatchable, because he's still sitting over there up against the side of the cage screaming about his wife. Screaming insults. Well, now you've lost all class and dignity, whatever shred you had left of that. And now I'm to the old cliche about the empty barrel that makes the most noise, and it's an empty barrel of proper 12, right?
Because if you think about it, Skip, the only fight Conor's won, first of all, he's only fought 5 times since 2016. So when you look at the inactivity, and the only person that he's beaten is a washed-up Cowboy Cerrone. But if you look at
he got him right out of the box. He just took a run at him and just caught him with a kick. Right?
But if you
knocked him out.
Look at Conor's last 3 fights, how he's left the ring. Khabib had him sitting on the mat. Poirier's left him sitting on the mat twice.
It's terrible.
Twice. At some point in time, you're just like, you know what, guys? My heart is not in it to do this anymore. It's hard, Skip, to get that kind of money and still get in there and do that. Conor, nobody's going to look at you differently, bro. Man, take the money and run. It ain't worth it.
So what have we seen? First UFC fight I ever actually attended was August 20th of 2016, and he got revenge on Nate Diaz, and it was a spectacle of a fight. And Ernestine and I we're sitting right there, and we got splattered. And she's never recovered from it. But the point was, that was Conor at his greatest to me. And then we went to New York City because they were going to play Madison Square Garden, remember? And that's when he put away Eddie Alvarez with a TKO in the second round, which set up Floyd versus Conor in the boxing match, which was August 26th of 2017. We were there in Las Vegas. That was the beginning of the end of Conor as we knew and loved him, because he made, I don't know what it was, close to $100 million. Okay, you're done mentally, psychologically. You're going to be shot because the sport is too tough for you to overcome that much money. And proper 12 was a huge score for him.
Thank you. So when you look at it like that, Skip, these guys dream of getting a $20, $30 million match. They dream of that. I mean, so Conor's has made that tenfold. And you think someone's still going to have the desire to get in there and do that? I mean, it just doesn't, I mean, it's just like Mike Tyson finally realized, he's like, I'm losing to C-class fighters.
That is correct.
I bet not, Poirier is not a C-class fighter, but I'm saying, Skip, at some point in time, you're going to have to come to the realization. I'm not that guy. I'm not him anymore. Poirier's like, I'll take this fight. That's an easy $2 million pick up. I pick up me $2 million quick because he can't beat me.
Okay. So Conor's facing a long rehab.
Yes.
Because he's got a, a rod in the tibia and a plate and screws in the
So that's
fibula.
got to heal.
Okay.
So you're going to be inactive again.
Like